Hello guys, it's your boy Easy, and you already know what time it is. So I'll be going over trade 6. Trade 6 has been executed on the 20 trades challenge, and this was what I saw that made me enter trade 6. Let me take you to the 1 hour time frame. Remember, the first thing I want to see is to identify a strong low, a strong high on the 1 hour time frame. And in this case, we had a strong low. We had the market do this, and then push to the upside. So for me, this is a strong low. Mark out the strong low, wait for price to take out the strong low, and scaled out to the 5 minutes time frame. So as you can see on the 5 minutes time frame, price gave us the break of structure right at this point, because we're having lower low, high, lower low, and then we had a higher high with this push to the upside. So the next thing I want to see is a moving average crossover, which I did right here, and I want to set my limit order. So you can see that the whole entry drill was formed around 2 p.m. West African time. So I already had my limit order set. And when this trade tagged me, I was actually taking a nap, because that was around 9 p.m. West African time. That's about 7 hours later. So I got tagged in this trade, and if you know about market reset, you will know that 1 hour later we had a market reset at 10 p.m. West African time. So what the market reset is that it's a period where the market actually resets and spread widens. You can have spread widening to as much as 15 pips, 20 pips, 30 pips, depending on the pair or depending on what the market wants to do. So as a result of, I risked 1% on this trade, but I lost more than 1%, which is 1.5%. And the reason for losing that much is because I was anticipating the spread widening, because when the trade tagged me, my alarm sounded, and I checked the time. I saw it was just 1 hour to market reset. So I was anticipating the spread widening. So at around 9:55 p.m. West African time, I actually removed my stop loss so that I don't get stopped out by the spread widening. Not because I don't want to take the loss on the trade, but just because of the spread widening. Whether that's a good decision, I honestly don't know. But I removed my stop loss, because from my experience, there are some times where the spread widen, whereby the real price is not getting to your stop loss, but because of the spread widening, you get taken out. And when the spread gets back to normal, the trade will now move in your direction. So that was why I decided to do what I did. And unfortunately for me, markets kept dropping. By the time I realized that market was dropping against me, I was already negative 1.5%. So I just had to close it manually without thinking about it too much. So that was it on the technical side of things. So now let me take you to the journal. On the journal, as you can see, this is trade 6. I traded GBP USD long, risked 1%, lost 1.5%. The outcome was a loss. Did I follow my plan? Yes, I followed my entry drill. I followed my identifying of the 1 hour low or high. Yeah, I did that. So emotional grade, I rated myself 6, and the reason why I rated myself 6 was just because of the manual close as a result of the spread widening and my decision to remove my stop loss, like I explained in the last trade. So that's me applying a little bit of emotion, so I can easily see, okay, it was based on my experience, but still it was as a result of the emotion of me not wanting to get stopped out by spread widening, which eventually even happened, and I even took a loss more than I planned for. And that's fine. These are the real struggles of trading. These are the things that you would actually learn from as a trader. To be honest, you can't expect everything to go 100% as planned all the time for every trade. I don't think that's possible. Let me not say it's not possible, but I don't think that is realistic. It might be possible, but it's not realistic. Like your trade performance can be 100% all the time. And I'm not talking about results now. I'm talking about the execution and all that. Remember, that's the purpose of this challenge. The purpose of this challenge is to see how much I can execute my trading plan without so much discretion. The goal is just to see how I can do and journal it, and at the end of the challenge, learn from it, so to say. So that is that. So as you can see here, we currently have -1%, supposed to be -1.5, but I think the chart feature on this notion does not display decimal. I don't know. I've tried to make it display decimal, but I couldn't figure it out. So it's supposed to be 1-1.5%. So let me take it to the funding pips dashboard now. So here's the funding pips dashboard. So as you can see, negative 1.4%, approximately 1.5. Yeah. So we are still going on the challenge. There's no daily loss breach. There's no maximum loss breach yet. And of course, the profit target has not been hit. So we are still going on it. I can see my win rate has dropped to 17%, but still we are still on the account. So these are the results so far. And we'll keep going, and let's see what the market is going to do next. So trade 7 has been executed as well. So I'll also quickly run you through trade 7. As you can see, this is the 1 hour time frame, and we had a strong low here because we had remember the strong low pattern. We had this. So for me, this is a strong low. Excuse me. So after the strong low is formed, I'll go to the 5 minutes time frame to look for an entry drill. Alright, here we saw the market coming lower. At this point, we had this break of structure to the upside, lower high, lower low, and then we had this. So the next thing I want to see is the moving average crossover, which happened, and I entered there, and it wasn't even up to 30 minutes. The market took me out. So trade 7 is also a loss, and that makes it so there's nothing much to discuss on trade 7. It was executed exactly as planned, and so I'll take you to the trade journal so you can see what I journaled. So this is the trade journal for trade 7. I followed my plan. I reached 1% and lost 1%. So I rated myself 9 out of 10 on the emotional grade because I really had no hard feeling. For me, trade 7 was just another trade, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to spend too much time on this. So let me take you to my funding pips dashboard. So here's the funding pips dashboard. Let me refresh. The funding pips dashboard, you can see currently 2.5% down on the account. Yeah, 2.5% down on the account, and how many days traded? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days traded, 7 trades taken, which is still not bad in my opinion. And there's just one more thing I want to show you guys. These are the kind of period where your discipline is being tested in the market, because for me, nothing extremely so bad has been happening so far yet, because I'm still just down 2.5% in the account. Like, I still have a long way to go before the account is breached. But having back-to-back losses, like in this case now, I think this is the longest losing streak we've had, or that I've had since the beginning of this challenge. This is a 4-trade losing streak, and there is even 1 trade where I lost more than I planned to risk. So these are the type of period or type of scenarios that would test you or maybe stress you mentally as a trader, because now you're having 4 trades losses back to back, and you are having a trade where you lost more than what you planned for. So the question is, will you still stick to your plan, or will you still try to tweak something in that plan? So that's the question I think most traders that are still struggling with discipline would get to ask themselves. You might want to, some might want to tweak some things and say, okay, maybe I should do this, blah, 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 or I should add this, blah, 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 blah. But for me, I'm not going to do that, because one of the purpose of this challenge is not to do that. One of the things I want to achieve in this challenge is not to do that, is to just keep executing and not focus on the outcome. Remember, the outcome is the outcome is me having this losing streak. But that is not what I need to focus on. I just need to focus on executing regardless of the result. And not just that, another reason why I won't do that is because I've been trading this strategy live for some weeks now, even before I started the 20 trades challenge. So let me just show you the markup there, because sometimes you have to go back to your data and see that, okay, I've tested this in the past, I've done this in the past, and it worked in the past. So this is just like a bad string in the course of things. So you look at the big picture. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, so as you can see, I've been trading this is what day was this? This is the 21st of April. So this is how many weeks. Each line represents a week. This is 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So I've been trading this 6 weeks before I started the 20 trades challenge. So you can see the 20 trade challenge, we are just currently on the 3rd week. So that makes it 8 weeks and a couple of days. So you can see the first week was 1 win, 2 losses, plus 3 RR. The second week was 3 wins and 1 loss, plus 14 RR. The third week was 1 win, 3 losses, plus 2 RR. The fourth week, this week, was 2 wins plus 10 RR. Then the week after that was 4 losses. Yeah, and so far I think I just matched the highest losing streak I've had trading this strategy on live, which is 4 losses. And as you can see, I'm currently on a 4 loss losing streak as well. So this is 4 losses. So the week after that there was no trade, and then I started the challenge. So the challenge, the first week was 2 losses. Then the week after that, which was last week, was 1 win and 2 losses. And this week already I've taken 2 losses. So these are you look at the past data and you give yourself confidence if you need to do that. If your confidence is winning, or if you're having the itch to change something or to tweak something or to add something, you just go back and look at the good times. And despite all these good times, there was also a bad time there. So that's the reality of trading. Like, it's not going to be good all the time. In fact, for most strategies, not all, but for most strategies, the bad times will outweigh the good times. That's why you need a good risk management system. Because for me, in this case, that's the reason why I decided to be using a 5R risk to reward, because I know in the scenario like this where I have 4 losses or even 5 losses, if I take a win, that 1 win is going to cover for all those losses. So that's the beauty, or that's the edge that you can give yourself. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys this so that you have an idea of where I'm coming from. So I'll see you in the next trade, guys. Bye for now.